Hey warriors, welcome to the 7th episode of our series Linux Basics for Hackers. In today's episode, we are going to see Linux file handling. So, what we're going to see in this video is that at number one, we will see how to create file. We will use touch command for that. At number two, we have copying files using cp command. This is syntax of cp command. At number third, we have moving and renaming files using mb command. This is syntax of mb command. And yeah, we use mb command both for moving as well as renaming files. And for deleting files, we have rm command at number 4. At number 5, we have how to create directory using mkdir command. And at number 6, we have removing directories using rmdir or rm command. So at number 6, many people face problem, including I have also faced in my early phase because it gets difficult to remove directory usually. I'll explain you why. So this video is going to be very informative. I'll request you to watch it till the end. So let us begin this video without any further delay. So first of all, open your terminal and let me increase its size so that it should be visible to you. I guess now it is clearly visible to you. So first of all, navigate to the place wherever you want to create a file. So I'll first of all let me see how many files are there. So we have I guess 7 to 8 directories and we have 4 files. Okay. Now suppose we want to create a new file. So we will give command touch and name of the file. In my case, I'm going to give n1 and new. These are the sorry n1 and just press enter. And now if I press ls, you can see we have a new file named n1. You can also create multiple file by this command. Type touch name of the file. For example, we have already created n1. Type n2, or you can give anything. For example, new, few. And if I press enter, and again if I check it out, you can see we have n2, new, and few. All this file has been created. Now, suppose you want to create these files in documents, you can simply navigate to documents, or you can provide a path from here. For example, give command touch and provide a path, which is a relative path documents. If you have seen our earlier video, you know what is relative path and absolute path. You can provide both, but since the relative path is easy over here, so I provide that documents. And let's say name of the file is new web. Okay. And if I press enter, now let me navigate to documents. And if I check files, you can see we have a new file named new web. Okay. So now let us see. As you saw how to create file using touch command, you can create multiple file also. As I saw you over here, you can create multiple files by just providing name and giving space, and thereafter writing name again. Okay. Now let us move to another command, which is cp command, used to copying file from one location to another. This is the syntax of cp command, which is cp space source space destination. One thing which I want to tell you is that I have already told you in earlier video, I guess in cd command video, in which I explained about that. So we have two characters, which is period, dot, and double dot. Dot represents current directory. For example, right now we are in documents directory, so dot will represent documents directory, and wherever you are, it will represent current directory, sorry. And double dot will represent parent directory. For example, what is parent directory of documents? It is our home, which is codex, right? So it will represent codex. For example, if we had another suppose directory under documents, let's say codex. So if we were in codex, for us the current directory would be our documents. So this works like this. Now why I'm telling you this is, for example, right now we are in documents, right? Suppose we want to copy this file, which is new web, to downloads. So first of all, let us navigate to downloads, and I'll show you that we don't have any file over here. If I press ls, you can see we have no file over here, right? Now we want this file over here. So what is command? Cp. What is source? We just need to go one step backward. Now we went where? To codex. Under codex, there is a folder named documents. Okay. Under documents, there is a file named new web. So this is source of a source. If I provide space, thereafter I provide dot. Dot represents that this file needs to be copied in this directory, which is downloads. I hope it is clear. Double dot to go one step backward, which is parent directory. What is parent directory of downloads? It is codex or home directory, right? From codex, you can we have to go to documents. We provided documents, and in documents we have file which is new web, and thereafter we have given space, and thereafter we give period sign, which means that we need to copy this particular file in this particular downloads directory. If I press enter and if I check ls, you can see this file has been copied over here. Now, since we're in home folder, from here also we can copy file from downloads to documents or from documents to download. Now, how we will do that? Since we have same file with name of new f in both download and documents, we will create a new file in download. Okay. So let us say we are going to create a new file in downloads. Let the name of the file be few m. Okay. Name of the file is few m, and I'll press enter. Now we have a new file named few m in our downloads, and we want to copy this particular file from downloads to our documents. Okay. So what we will do, we will provide cp. What is source? Source is downloads, and under downloads we have file name new m space. Now what is destination? Destination is documents, and we want this file to move on in documents. And if we press enter and if we navigate to documents and if we check, you can see we have got this new file pvm. By this way you can use cp command, and keep in mind the use of dot and double dot. Dot represents current directory, double dot represents parent directory. Okay. So let us look at the third command, which is mb command, which is used to move as well as renaming files. Syntax of mb command is similar to cp command, which is mb source destination. I hope you know basic difference between cp and mb. Sorry, copying and moving. Copying means if you are copying one, for example, I have copied file from downloads to documents. Now this file is in documents folder too as well as downloads directory too. But if I suppose if I move this particular file from downloads to documents, this would no longer stay in downloads. It will only be available in documents. So this is basic difference between moving and copying. So let us use this. We are going to move this few m file from documents to our home folder. Okay. So we will provide source. What is source? We'll simply write few m, and where we want to move, we just want to go one step back. Sorry, one step backward, which is our parent directory, which is codex, obviously. And now if I press enter and if I go just one step backward by pressing cd, we will directly go to our home. And if we press ls, you can see we did not have a file over here earlier, but now we have because we have moved this. And if I go back to our cd documents and give ls command, you can see that file is no longer here. So it has moved from here to there. I hope this command is clear. It is similar to cp command, so it will be easy for you. Now, how can you rename the file? For example, the name of the file right now in documents which we are is new app. Suppose we want to rename it to, you can say any, say a few. Okay. So let us rename it. Simply give mb command, name of the file. First of all, navigate to the place wherever that file is. Right now we are in documents. In documents we have the file. Okay. So provide the, and what I want to keep it list. And if I press enter and if I do ls, you can see the file has been renamed from new app to list. So by this way you can use mb command, and it is quite easy. It is similar to cp command. You can use dot as well as double dot in mb command too. Now let us see deleting files. We have created a lot of files. We will now remove that. Okay, so first of all, to remove, you have to just give rm command, and thereafter you can name the file you want to remove. For example, in my case, I'm going to remove list. I'll press enter, and now if I press ls, you can see that file no longer exists. A very popular option, or you can say switch, is used with rm command, which is dash I. Let us navigate to our home folder to show that, because we have no file in documents now. So if I press ls, you can see we have a lot of files over here which we have created, and we can delete. This file are empty, and I don't have use of this file, so I'll remove this file. Okay. So you can use dash I option. What it does, that it will ask for your permission, that do you want to delete this file. It will ask for option. Okay, for example, let me delete f1 file. I'll press F1, and if I press enter, you can see it is asking remove regular empty file F1. It is asking for my permission. So if I say, if I type Y, it will remove it. If I type no, sorry, N, it will not remove it. Okay. So if I type Y and press enter, you can see if I type ls again, so F1 file has been removed. Now let us do it again. Rm dash I F2 and press enter. In this case, I'm typing N, which is no, and if I type ls, you can see N2, F2 hasn't been removed. I'll recommend you to use a dash I switch, because what happens now that in Linux, when you delete file, it can't be recovered. Okay, there is no recycle bin over here. So use dash I command, because in hurry, suppose we are deleting some files, it shouldn't be like that. Okay, so use this. We can also delete multiple files using rm command. So we will give command rm. We have a lot of files over here. Let us delete this all. We'll provide codex space few space n1 space new space f2 space qm space n2 space new f. So we are deleting all file which we have created, and if I press enter and if I type ls, you can see all the file which were there has got removed using rm command. I hope guys you understood rm command. Now let us move to another, which is how to create directory using mkdir command. So I hope you know basic difference between files and directory. Directory is like folder we have in Windows. Under in folder you can have multiple files. Similarly in directories you can have multiple subdirectories, or you can say files. Okay, so this is the basic difference. You can't create a directory. You can create directory using mkdir command. So to create the directory, you have to give command mkdir, okay, and name of the directory which you want. So in my case, let me create directory of named war, and if I press enter and if I type ls, you can see we have a new directory over here which is named war. So you can by color difference you can understand all the uh, written text in sky blue, or you can say blue, is directory, and in white is file. So since this is in blue, you can clearly say it is a directory. You can also check it like this. For example, give command ls dash l, and you can see in war we have d over here, which indicates that it is directory. If it was file, this place would be empty. It would be represented by dash. Okay, so we have created a new file directory. You can also create a multiple directory using mkdir command. For example, we have created war. Let us create man, name. We have created. We can create multiple. I'm just creating two for showing you. If I press enter and now if I press ls, you can see we have man as well as name. Now, how can you remove directory, which is the last section? Ultimately, we are going to see removing directories using rmdir or rm command. So the directories which we have created, which is war, man, name, these are input directory. Okay. So first of all, let us create a few files in our man directory. So let me give command touch. We'll provide path man. In man, we are going to have one file f1. Again, we are going to have another file f2, and again we are going to have another file f3, and also in war we are going to have one file, say uh, f7. That's it. So we have three files in man, which is f1, f2, f3, one file in war, which is f7, and just one file, no file in name. So if you try the rmdir command, which is used to remove directory, uh, let us see over here. So rmdir command as well as rm command is used to remove directory. Okay. So if you use rmdir command to remove directory, let's say name, it gets removed. See, name has been removed. But if you try to remove the other command which contains file, which we have added f1, f2, f3 in man directory, and f7 in war. So if I try to remove man directly, it won't get removed because it is saying that this directory is not empty. So since we have created three file, removing these three file is not a big deal, but still there are directory in which there are thousands of file, or you can say hundreds of file. Removing on those files individually is a very hectic task, right? So you just can't remove every file individually. You want to remove this particular directory at once. So in that case, we use rm command. Okay. So rm command with option dash r, which indicates that we are removing recursively. Okay. So in that case, if I type man and press enter, this get removed. Okay. Similarly, for the second one, which was what we have to give dash r and r and what, it gets removed easily. And that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing to our channel, and see you next video, guys. Happy hacking. Bye bye.